Alright, what up? Peace, peace, peace. Just want to come back with another video real quick, man. Honestly, man, I got a first and foremost, man. Hopefully, the Most High and your house showers blessing y'all day. I was kind of thinking about something like this morning because it was a little testimony last night, and it's a little like confession, things of that nature. Because I'm still trying to kill off the spirit of having fear, but honestly, man, it kind of lines up with the video I did about like they like us, man. Because honestly, man, let me just get this James 5:17, because I said, listen, these men, our forefathers and prophets, man, these were holy men, man. These were men that the Most High, these were the sons of the Most High, man. And how shall these were men that holy men. These are like men that that had the Most High stamp, that were certified by the Most High and Yahushua, man. But at the end of the day, too, what's so great about it, what makes so great about this in the scriptures, man, that they were regular men though at the same time, man. I'm about to get this in James, which I always go into, man. But because I know I'm just gonna get into it, man, because little James chapter 5:17, man. Yeah, man. But hopefully all is well with y'all, man. The Most High Yahushua is blessing y'all day. We out there showing that love and mercy, and growing in faith in the Most High Yahushua that we need to. But actually, yeah, let's get to James chapter. Actually, you know what? Because I'm doing this right now. James chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 16 because it's actually killing two birds with one stone. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. All praise to the Most High for this. Confess your faults to one another and pray for one another that you may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of the righteous man availeth much. Elijah was a man subject to passions as we are, but he prayed earnestly that it might not rain, and it rained not on the earth. So yeah, man, and by the space of 3 years and 6 months. So like it said, man, Elijah and all the prophets, man, these were regular men, just like. Like these are holy men, like Second Peter says, what 1:21 says, these were holy men. It's written by holy men, but also too, these were regular men. So I said it to say, man, because I confess your faults. That this big fault of mine too is the spirit of fear. I mean, man, because honestly, I'm getting to it because last night, I was kind of watching something with my iPad. I was watching the because it all ties into like recent experiences. I was watching the actual real Jeepers Creepers. Like it was actually based off a story. A man killed his wife back in 1990, and I think Edomite couple. Man, he killed his wife, and y'all could look that up. It was kind of I don't know why it popped up on YouTube on here. I was watching something on YouTube on I was like, no, I'm gonna watch it because I did like the movie back in the day. Yeah, if it comes on, I might still watch it, but then I kind of started watching other things too. But then, I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was something I was kind of nervous. See, they had a little thing going on, a little video I was watching, and it was kind of telling little stories and whatnot, things that happened. I'm not sure if it was made up or real, but I started kind of getting nervous, and it was kind of about somebody being. I'm not gonna go into particulars, but one of the stories was about somebody being in the house, and and he was going to, as a teenager, he was doing, his mom had left, as a teenager, I'm not sure, brother, he was doing his work or homework one night, and he was, and somebody was in the house the whole time, and, and I've been robbed before, home invasion before, Lord's will, all praise to Most High, they wasn't there. This happened years ago, but they wasn't there when it happened, so, I was kind of I don't know why, I just started, fast forward, man, I started looking around my crib or whatever, but I say that to say, man, but I say it to say too, I have to have trust in the Most High house and kill that spirit of fear, because even still I still get nervous with certain things. Me personally, I don't like loud noises, I don't like possums or rats. I don't like things of that nature. I have fears of those things. You should say I'm really trying to kill the spirit of fear off, but as I'm going to get into it, man, it's all going to tie in together, man, what I'm about to go into, but kill off that spirit of fear. But it's different between having fears and and having the spirit of fear, man. Like and I still that old man. That's part of things I wrestle with, having that spirit of fear. That's something I have to kill off, man, because that's not the Most High. But I still have like fears and these things I don't like or something like that. I don't know, but if that makes sense. But let me get this in Psalms real quick, because David, let's get this too, because David, David was a man of war. He was like, we know who David was. He was, and people that he rode with, like, Joab and things of that nature. Like, they say he was chafed in mom, man. So he's very destructive. He was very, but he still had. No, let me just get into it. Let me just get into it, man, because yeah, man. Let's get Psalm chapter 56 and verse 3. It says, What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. So yeah, even David, listen, even because you read Zechariah 12 and 8, he said even like in that day, like the Most High will make. Actually, I can grab that after this, but yeah, man. So I'm gonna get this too. It says, what time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. So yeah, man, when you even feeling that thing, that that what you call them, that's feeling the fear wherever you at, man. You just gotta still trust the Most High, your house shot in that, man. Because I still gotta learn that, man. Because I don't like loud noises. Certain things I like, but certain things that it shouldn't, it shouldn't like because when you're walking with the Most High, man, like that certain things shouldn't get to you as much, but but and there's other things too. But I'm gonna read this too. Because you got to realize that Isaiah 40 and 29, he said the Most High will, he will, he gives strength to the faint. So but I'm gonna get this with David, yeah, this is exactly why I'm actually I'm gonna hold that Zechariah, because because I'm gonna get this too. Let's get this Psalm chapter 56 and verse 3 says, what time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. So yeah, man. Even when you are feeling that thing, you gotta trust in the Most High, your house shot. I'll get Zechariah real quick, because I'm about to get an account of David doing that. But kind of being nervous, man. But it was actually wisdom. It was actually wise what he did too. That's actually Zechariah 12 verse 8. He says in verse Zechariah chapter 12 verse 8, and in that day the Lord shall defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as Yahweh, and the angel of the Lord before them. So yeah, it says even the feeble, meaning the faint heart among them, shall be as mighty as David, because David was a mighty man. Because what he, like Psalm 44 and 6 says, he didn't trust his bow and that his might came from his trust in the Most High, man. That's where his big trust in the Lord. That's where his really strength came from at the end of the day, and that the Most High was with him. But I'm read this again. It says Zechariah chapter 12 verse 8. It says, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as Yahweh, and the angel of the Lord before them. So yeah, man. So yeah, man. So seriously, man, let's get this 2 Samuel 21 real quick. 1 Samuel 21. This is when this is really wise what David did though. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 21 verse 13. It says, because this is when he appears before Goliath's brother. And, and then one of the Philistines, they recognize him. Like, but this is. I'm just get into it. I think this is Goliath's brother. Yeah. And verse 1 Samuel chapter 21 and I'll start verse 11. It says, verse 10. It says, and David rose and fled for that fear of Saul, and he went to Achish the king of Gath. This is the Philistine king. And verse 11, it said, and the servants of Achish said unto, isn't this not David, the king of the land? And did they not sing to one another of him dancing, saying, Saul hath slain thousands, and David at least 10,000? So yeah, the word got back around out there. Yeah. And David laid up these words in his heart, and he was sore afraid of Achish and the king of Gath. So yeah, he said, listen, they recognize me. I'm dead right here. I'm dead on spot. So this is wise what David did. Cause I'm just reading, and he changed his behavior before them and feigned himself and mad and on their hands and scrabble on the doors on the gate and let his spittle fall upon his beard. Then Achish said Achish unto his servants, Lo, you see this man is mad. Wherefore then he said, Ye have brought him unto me. So he said, man, I don't want nothing to do with this crazy nigga. Get this crazy nigga out of here. Verse 15, he says, Have I need of a madman? Then that ye have brought this fellow to play the madman in my presence? Shall this fellow come into my house? So yeah, man, because this is actually Goliath's brother, or like, no, it's not Goliath's brother, I believe. I'm sorry, I could be wrong. It might be, but I have words this comment. But it's one of the Philistine kings. It's after Goliath gets killed. So they definitely like, and they'll, like I mentioned the other day, like, it was a point in time, like, it's like, it was when we saw the Philistines, it was kind of all in sight. It was like really that. So I say that to say too, because it's really wise what he did, because that's what you call nowadays nothing new and something pleading. Because sometimes even though wicked people do this in court when they're guilty, if he was pleading, he's pretty much pleading insanity. Pretty much, he was kind of playing crazy to get out of that situation. Because I remember I said to say too, it's kind of war tactics that's very smart to do sometimes. Because or people try to do that, like pleading insanity as what you used to call them now, because to get a lighter sentence or or get out of the situation. Actually, you know what? 2 examples, because you know what? Remember, if it's an old clip of Sanford and Son, right? Not Rollo. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, Lamont. Yeah, Lamont. He was about to get in a street fight. It was an old episode with Lamont getting in a street fight, and there's some dude, and the first time the dude he didn't want to fight the dude, but he dude showed up at the bar, at the restaurant, or whatever. He kind of, he went to, it was something that happened pretty much, and he went back, and they went back in the alleyway to fight. So Lamont being wise, like, no, I can't take this dude. This dude crazy. He actually beat I think he beat him up earlier, or or whatever. He beat one of his friends. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But Lamont he was about to fight him, whatever. But he started he's about to fight him, but he started playing crazy. And then and the dude that wanted to fight Lamont, he kind of just like, no, I'm not fighting this crazy nigga. I'm dead, yeah, man, because I don't know he's unpredictable. So that's a lot of times too. And also, that was Sanford and Son. It was one of the episodes back in the day. But also too, like I remember hearing an interview with Pras from the Fugees, and he was talking about how he went to see Tupac one time, and Tupac got into some trouble, whatever, or he had some people after him, whatever, and one of the hiding spots he hid at, because this is in the streets, on street wars and what like that. One of the spots he hid at was a mental institution, man. That was actually smart, because and it was smart, because he said, listen, if people trying to get at you, like, one of the last places they're gonna look is a mental institution. That's why that pleading insanity and stuff like that, that's a good war tactic. That's actually wise to do sometimes. Now you get some people like that. I'm just saying as a side too, some people is crazy enough they don't mind that. That's what you call, like, those serial killers, or like those serial killers, or those dudes that's just like deranged, ain't always there. Some people don't mind that, but for the most part, when people see it, they gonna leave them alone, because you know what, you're unpredictable. I don't know what you're gonna do. So I even say that's a really smart tactic, that war tactic that David did. I might post that Sanford and Son, since I made the reference in the comment section or in the description, so y'all see what I'm talking about, rather than me retelling the story, kind of. Because I'm not the best storyteller a lot of times. I've been told that too, which I'm not. I agree, totally agree. But but my point is here that you see that David was scared, like and David was nervous, man. So we see that even how mighty David was, he even was afraid, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. But we just can't, like what James just said, like they was a regular man just like that. They had natural nervous fear, like things scared of certain things, but It happens, man, because not all men, but certain men did, like like certain men were like Hezekiah, like certain men wasn't afraid to die, like Moses or Tobit, like, or Elijah. They since I just mentioned Elijah, they wasn't afraid to die, or like Tobit said, listen, just take me now, so I can just I'm cool. Or like Elijah said, listen, take me now, or Moses. But certain men like Hezekiah, he didn't want to die. Like, that's just is what it is. That's the economy's balance. Every man is different, but everybody's different. But let's go to Joshua, man. But it's having the spirit of fear. That's something that the Most High doesn't want. Because in the lake of fire, man, that was that. Because like, how could you like? That's the disrespect the Most High. Because how can you be scared? Like that's why that's the most thing, fearful unbeliever. Because it's like, okay, you don't believe I can do it. That's why you're scared. So things I had to grow out of, man. That spirit of fear and fear, like that's kind of one part of the old man that I have to kill off. But let's go Joshua 1:9. Then it's crazy because let me just get Joshua chapter 1:9. It says, this is Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. It says, "Have I not commanded thee? Be stronger, be of good courage, be not afraid, be not dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee wheresoever thou goest." So yeah, man. So the Most High is with you. If the Most High is with you, will be against you, man. So don't fear at all, man. Like this. Joshua told us we was about to go to war, take over the land, man. So even the Maccabees said this, or even time and time again, man. Different things. It's like war speeches that we had in our history, man. So yeah, don't fear. That spirit of fear, man. Because like the spirit. Like shout out to brother True Nation. I forgot one of the brothers' name, but it's like Star Wars, man. Like fear, like that's why even in Star Wars, like because he said this. He says even in Star Wars, right? Fear, man, it's like that's why it's in the dark side. Fear is there because you know why? It's like because with fear, anything can come in. Anything can come in with fear, man. So yeah, man. Let me yeah, man. That's why the dark side they tend on fear because anything can come on that. But let's get 2 Timothy real quick. Yeah, 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. It said, "For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." Yeah, so see peace. It's a sound mind. But Yahweh shall say, "Well, remember the peace I leave with you. Don't be afraid. Be a good cheer, man. Don't be good at this." Like even I always think about the Maccabees woman, how she took her death, man. How she took her martyrdom. Like she did say she took it as a belly of a man, or or the or how all the apostles, or how all of them, or all the prophets took their death, man. So that just is what it is, man. So yeah, but that spirit of fear, no. Let's get this. 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. "For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." So yeah, the spirit of fear, man, because that's what it's like being just like X said, DMX said one time. It says it's the difference between doing wrong and being wrong, And it's like when you do wrong, that's just okay. That's just like kind of like I'm saying now, like being scared, like kind of having fear. Like okay, I'm scared of that, nervous of that, but just being fearful, just being scared. That's like something that you are. But actually, too, shout out to brother Sunday at first part because he mentioned this too, man. Because there's a lot of listen, you could be a coward and be always ready to fight, man. Because actually, that dichotomy talking about with David and Saul, real quick. Because it's a lot. Even our brother and sister Jake out here too. There's a lot of stuff like that. Niggas is always ready to fight. That's not scared to fight, but they're cowards. They're scared of facing their actual problems, their actual real traumas in life, their actual real past demons, their past situations, actually confronting things. Because that's what. But them killers out here, there's some killers out here that's really the cowards, to be honest, because they're scared of facing certain things, man. But I said with David and Saul, because Saul was always down for war. He was always down for war. Probably the exception was probably Goliath. Man, that just shows you that just shows you a different type of man with David and Saul, because David faced. David took his judgment. After he did what he did with Bathsheba and all other things, he took his judgment. He took it he faced his problems head on. But meanwhile Saul, he ran from shoot, when I think he was hiding when they crowned him king, man. So but he was always down for war. But he was a coward. But I know, shoot, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all know that, and I've seen plenty niggas like that. They always down to fight, but that's what. But them to be the ones that do hitting the blunt all day, or on drugs, or on this, they were scared to face their actual problems, man. Because it's different like that. Because it's that because everybody's different. I'm just saying they just use fighting or war all the time, or aggression like that, when they're actually scared to face on some things. Because on the other side too, is other people that you could tell that they just kind of struggle with things like with demons or something like that. They've been struggling with things, traumas through the whole life, and that kind of shapes them and molds them. That they try to confront it, but just something going on. I think of since I mentioned him, I think of a DMX with that. It's like I know people like that. They've just been struggling that's they trying to get over it, but it's like that. But I know, but it's like but they at the same time too. Or like other people like that. But there's just plenty like that. Speaking on that too, this that dichotomy of you could be a coward and not be scared to fight, or you can actually not want to. I'm not just talking about fighting, but you could just be a coward. You could not be. You cannot be. Here's the thing too. But you're not a coward because you don't like confrontation. That doesn't mean you actually rather avoid it. That's not what it is. Because like I said, there's plenty of cowards that that's always down for confrontation. But other things they're scared to face. But that's neither here or there. But yeah, man. But let me read this one more time, man. I know I digress too much from shit. But 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7, it says, "For Yahweh hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." So yeah, man. Let's go to Sirach, because it's crazy because I was just thinking about this the other day too. Actually yesterday, man, this scripture, man, because even dealing with fear like that, because it was the last day of the summer program where I'm at now, and I was on swing earlier. I was kind of getting nervous. I'm like, this is kind of different from when I was younger, because even when I went with my family to the roller coasters, man, I looked at it a different way, especially now being getting a little older now. I'm not really old, but just getting a little older now, and being a where you kind of look at things differently. You kind of kill off that daredevil spirit. That's not the Most High doesn't like that daredevil spirit. Don't that's be of what's the scripture, take not much good pleasure in good cheer. That's kind of going to be in the party animal, being daredevil. No, that's not something that the Most High that's not something that he commands us to do, actually. But I was just thinking about the scripture yesterday. I'm gonna grab this, man, because I had my little cousin with me, and and I was kind of nervous being on the roller coaster because one, I haven't did it in some years, and now looking at it now, I was even talking about this with my sister. Now that we look to get a little older now with roller coasters, because when you're young, going to summer camp or with your family on a trip or amusement parks or doing certain things, you have more free spirit. You have more okay, I'm gonna try this, try that. But now it's you think about, oh shoot, this could happen, this could happen. You just kind of get older. You kind of don't look at it the same. And I kind of did that same because I had ridden a roller coaster with my little cousin. But but I'm just gonna get into it now. But I'm just gonna read Sirach chapter 4 verse 30. It says, I'm focused on the latter part of this though. It says, be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among servants. So remember, frantic amongst thy servants. So yeah, don't be a lion in your house, man. Don't rule over people with rigor, things that nature. No, man, still yours, but you still kind of even in your household and things of that nature. Even if you're married or not or whatever, or you live. If you live with people like that, if they come to live in place, no, man, don't rule over them with rigor, man. No, don't be a lion. Don't be no, you don't have to be like that, man. But also be not frantic among servants. And I was looking at the definition yesterday. That's more of going into as a leader, you can't let them. This is definitely in war, all things, or just in general, man. You can't let other people see you panic, man. We see it in sports all the time. We see it too in war and in history, or just in regular life. You can't see them, especially us as men, man. You can't your family, stuff of that nature, people under your control, you can't let them see you nervous because they're going to get nervous, man. Little leaven, that leaven is going to leaven the whole lump, man. So that's why in Deuteronomy, there's that law. Listen, if anybody's that's nervous, that wants to go, that's a little faint-hearted, that doesn't want to go war, all right, that's cool, because a lot of people use that scripture saying, oh man, see they bitches. No, man, that's just not them. Every the Most High made man. Every man different, like I mentioned earlier. So that's cool. All right, they just going to go that way, but because that's going to spread throughout the camp, and we've seen that with numbers, by the evil report in Numbers 13, I believe. But I say that to say too, going back to the story, because I was a little nervous going on certain roller coasters, but I had my little cousin with me, but so I had to be strong for her. I couldn't be all nervous and stuff like that for her, because she's gonna panic. I was like, no, this is okay. It's okay. I'm here. I ain't gonna say her name. It's okay, Nays. I'm here. That's you know, I sure won't remember her nicknames, but yeah, man. So that's what that's going into, because that's what that word frantic means. But be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants. So yeah, man, like, you can't do that, because they see that, then they gonna get nervous. So you gotta have to keep cool, like that line up with that Second Timothy, like not that spirit of fear, but sound mind, peace. Even like in the midst of chaos, had cool and calm. That's what men we're supposed to do. You can't be panicking. Kind of had to cool, calm, relax. Even though you might be scared, like, oh shit, or like you might be nervous, but I have to be calm, because if they see me like that, then they're going to panic, and that's and this is going to go out of order, and it's not going to be good. We got plenty of examples of that, but because it actually lines up with it, because I read Proverbs earlier today, but this actually lines up with Proverbs 29 earlier, because today's 29, so it lines up with this perfectly. Because I was thinking about the scripture, both of these scriptures yesterday, but today's 29, so all praise to the Most High. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 11. It says, "A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it till afterwards." Well, yeah, man. So that's having that's having that apocrypha. He said, "A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it until afterwards." So yeah, man. You're not gonna tell everything you're thinking or express everything that you're feeling. You're gonna have that poker face. Like, what? I'm just might be nervous, or even when you're upset, but you still have to have rule over spirit, because like that Proverbs 25, who can't rule? It's like a city broken down without walls. Proverbs chapter 29, yeah, and 11, yeah, exactly. This is not going to anger, it's going to anger too, but also fear as well, since we're talking about it. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 11. Express their anger, stupid people express their anger openly, but sensible people are patient and hold it back. So, yeah, man, exactly. That's having showing your emotions, like, openly, or like your anger, or, even other things openly, but, sensible person will have to have that poker face, man. So, that's something I had to work on, that more poker face, man. It's more when something's really bothering me, that's when it comes up, but, yeah, man, that's what it is, man. But that I don't know, man. It's more of a because let me get this Isaiah and Isaiah. Then there's one in Sirach that says it too, but I'm just gonna get this in Isaiah, because it might be other brothers or sisters that's I might mostly this for other people that struggling with this, and they might not want to say this, man. But that's what this is what this is for, man. It's all good. Being faint-hearted and whatnot, man. Can't not have that. And you work with them through it, man. You just don't even with this, even with somebody like this, man, because people like that, man. You just don't talk down to them. You don't try to beat them down with words. Cut them with your words, because you're supposed to build them, help them through it. Because actually, that's what didn't David do that, man? He said, listen, no, man, we all eat. That's brotherly love there. He said, listen, in 1 Samuel 30, he said, listen, because it was a war more that I could grab. No, should I grab it? I touched on it in the past, but yeah, man. I'll grab it. 1 Samuel chapter 30. First Samuel chapter 30. First Samuel chapter 30 and verse 21 says, "And David came to 200 men, and which were so faint, and they could not follow David." So I'm not sure in this thing. It might, I think other translators might say he's tired, or it could be scared, or it could mean both, pretty much. But they were so faint that they could not follow David, whom they had also made abide to the brook of Besor. And they went unto forth meet David and meet the people, and there with him. And when David came near the people, he saluted them. Yeah, so we all gonna get some. Verse 10. Verse 22. Then answered all the wicked men of Belial. These men's worthless. It means they ain't shit. Like Belial, that's means sons of Belial. It means you kind of ain't shit. To be honest with you. That went forth with David and said, because they have not went with us, we will not give them all of the spoil we have recovered, and save every man of his wife and his children, that they may lead them in the way and depart. Then David said, "Ye shall not do so, my brethren, which the Lord have given us, and who have preserved us, and delivered us the company that came against us into our hand." Verse 24: Who will hearken unto unto this matter, but as his part is that goeth down the battle, so shall his part be teareth by the stuff, and they shall be a part alike. So yeah, man. And that exactly, and that was righteous what David says. He said, listen, man, no, don't even listen to them wicked niggas over there, too, because no, they gonna get something like that, because they stay back with the women and children, stuff like that. No, they get start. They get part of this too, man. We all brothers in this thing. And one, David was saying, okay, we did this for the love of the Most High, the love of the Most High in Yahushua, man. And they did it for the love of themselves, their preeminence, man. It's like, oh, y'all not getting what we did, like this. That's the we. Yeah, exactly. Like Matthew says, then we prophesy in your name. We. Like, it's always the we. Me. I. Right? It's the preeminence versus for doing it for the love of the Most High, because He commanded us and having that brotherly love. It all ties in together, man. But that's what that is, man. So David said, listen, don't even listen to them niggas over there, man. Because, yeah, man. Because every yeah, man. The Most High made every man differently, man. He, But let's get this Isaiah 40 in 40 and 29. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 29. He giveth power to the faint, and to Isaiah 40 and 29. He said he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have not might, he increases strength. So yeah, man. He actually most increase your faith. Like, what did the man say? Like, when Yahushua, he said, listen, I believe, but help my unbelief. That's why I pray for a lot. Each day, man. Help, Father, help me, like, my faith to increase, man. And, and you do that to, like the Shema says, to all your might, all your soul, all your strength. Don't compare yourself to like I say all the time. Because of Abraham or Job or Yahushua have a high level of faith or Moses doesn't mean that, or David doesn't mean that Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, or even though they had high levels of faith too, or like that doesn't take away, or something from like a Zechariah or a Haggai or Daniel or that doesn't take away from them, or Sirach or Tobit or Jonah or that doesn't take away nothing from those other prophets faith, because they didn't have the faith of Yahushua, Abraham or Job or Moses or David. That doesn't take away from their faith either, man. You do it to all your strength at the Most High, because he get Romans 12 and 3. He gives each man a different measure, man. So yeah, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So peace. Yeah, man. Let's spread that love to one another, and let's enjoy the day that that He made, man. Seriously, man. By His mercies we are consumed, man. So peace.